Greetings and welcome to Alonzo Bash podcast. I'm your host, Alonzo Bash. And I've always, man, today's special guest is a legend in the dancehall space. He's still a young brother, but I'm definitely going to give him the legend status. You know what I mean? I've watched his career over the years, and I must say, man, I'm rather impressed and proud of this brother. Folks, without further ado, Mr. Vegas, welcome.
Hail fam, Wagwan man.
Just cool, man. It's you, you know.
Yes, I.
Well, first and foremost, man, congratulations on all the success over the years. You know, your brother been in the game almost 30 years now, over 28, 29 years and counting.
About 1997. Yes,
Yeah.
about 27 years.
Yeah, that's a big accomplishment, man. Big accomplishment.
Yeah, man.
All right, so let's get into your backs. Well, first and foremost, man, how's the family back in Jamaica since the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa?
Well, most of my family is in the Kingston side, and so Kingston and St. Andrew. So that did not get a major impact. Yeah, but it's one family in Jamaica, so it's like everybody, is family.
Yeah. Also, you also have an initiative that you're doing as well with the mosquito nets.
Yeah, I try to raise some funds, to buy some nets, because through the amount of water that is on the land, mosquito breeds.
Yeah.
In water. So I was hoping to buy, a certain amount of nets.
Yes.
Yeah. So, a few people donated, and we'll put together what we can put together, because if even one child can cover another net, then it means something.
Yes, I did see that initiative, man, and I definitely would like to participate in that as well. Also, you actually released some music in reference to the Hurricane Melissa.
Yeah. Well, it's something that artists always do,
Yeah.
We write songs of events, and I think we kind of stepped away from that over the years. Whenever there's an event or a situation or an happening, we always make music about it. So that is just one of the situations. Of course, the devastation, you wanted to give the people a sense of hope.
Yes.
Yeah. So the song Melissa is like an uplifting vibe. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into your backstory really quickly, man. So you're born in Big Yard, Kingston, Jamaica?
Yeah.
Okay. How was it like growing up, as a youth in Kingston them early years?
Well, I left Kingston early, in early years, and went to live in a place called Pigeon Valley. That's up Unity up St. Andrew side, in the rural side. So that was where I spent most of my childhood days.
Yes.
Up in that region. I came back to Kingston after dropping out of school.
Yeah.
So I came back to Kingston in about 87, 88.
Yeah.
Thereabout. And basically lived on my own since then, from I was like 14, 15 years old.
Okay. How was the family structure, like mom and dad and siblings and so forth?
Well, my father wasn't really around. So it was mostly my mom. Throughout my life. I think I saw my father 5 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And
It
siblings.
was 5 precious moments, though. It was like moments that I cherish.
Because
even though I was not seeing my father, there was a major connection there, Yeah. With my old man.
Oh man, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, man. Especially and the moments, as I said before, that we shared, it was just like great, it was like just great moments, because sometimes men and women don't get along.
Yeah.
And, it caused a major separation where the children suffer as a result.
Yeah.
So I think my father was a heavy drinker, and my mom was like a no nonsense person. So
yeah, it couldn't work.
Yeah, so all right. She couldn't have both. She couldn't have the drinking and the husband or the man. So she chose to raise her kids by herself.
But not everybody has their limits.
Yes, sir.
So to try to make it work too. All right, your siblings. How many brothers and sisters?
Well, I have 10 brothers and and sisters by my mom's side. And by
Okay.
my father's side, I have like 13 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Big family, man.
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah, man.
do you have a relationship with all of them, or you know some of them? You know, how have that been for you over the years, having so many siblings?
Well, I've not had close relationships
Mm.
with the. I think maybe just like my little brother because we grew up together.
Okay.
My older siblings were by my mom's side. They were very abusive. So when I
Mm.
earlier on in life, they went their way.
Yeah.
So, and I did not try to have a relationship with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Okay.
Then my father's side of the family of my siblings now.
Mm.
One of my brothers is actually a singer. He sings in the group called Tamlins.
Yeah, man. Carlton Smith.
Yeah, so Carlton is actually my
Mm.
brother by father's side.
Yeah.
So I actually went to live with Carlton in my early 20s.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Cause I'm based in Baltimore, and when I do my research, I was like, yeah, man. I heard the song, and I wait a minute. I put two and two together. Nice. Nice. Nice.
So Carlton, so my father's side, is a lot of boys.
Mm.
He has a lot of boys. Some are alive and some passed off.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Mm. Okay. Okay. All right. So the early years. What about schooling? What was schooling like for you?
I as I said before, I dropped out of Oberlin in 8th grade, and I
Yes.
didn't go back to school until 5 years ago. I went back to
Yes.
school.
Yes. Yes. True that. True that. True that. True that. 2019.
Yeah, man.
You
2019,
went back.
I enrolled and then
Mm.
did 4 years. I did 3.5, 4 years in university and college.
Yes.
College and university.
Mm.
Graduated with a bachelor's in sociology and anthropology.
Nice. Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Give thanks.
Yeah, that's why I said at the beginning, man. I'm so proud of you because, from the outside looking in, many people may say, well, why do you need to go back to school? I mean, you're a successful artist, things are going for you, they would say. Why you feel the need that you had to finish that chapter in your life?
Because I see myself as I see myself and I pride myself on being more than an artist,
Yeah.
So going back to school, just to learn about society and people and how people operate and understand how this world is run and set up. I had to educate myself and I enjoy having discussions, especially about social subjects.
Yes.
So I don't want to be in the room and I am ignorant to what people are speaking about or something that I'm speaking about. I pride myself on doing research and studying. So I actually at one point I was even saying to myself, I feel like I want to become a teacher. Because some of the things that I ascertained, I know that people are ignorant to it.
Yes.
And even with having conversation, especially with Jamaican people, it quickly turns into a quarrel because people do not understand the knowledge that you have ascertained. So they turn their nose up at it.
Yeah. Well, like I say, congratulations, man. I'm rather grateful and impressed. You mentioned being a teacher. And I'm going to segue into this because you might laugh as well. Yeah, new album. Ghetto Reggae.
Right.
You mentioned Raga Shanti. I'm Trini, but I'm very well aware of Raga. Mr. Stewart. But he was also a teacher at the university.
Right.
And he did a course on dancehall reggae culture. Is that something you could see yourself doing?
Well, I don't really follow. Him used to be a virgin at one point, but I don't really follow him anymore because some people come around and try to be bridging, but in the truth, they're just devils in disguise, you know? Yeah, man.
All right.
All right.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Leave it as that. All right,
All
man.
right, man.
So,
So,
when did you
when did
realize
you realize it?
you had that
You had
voice?
that voice.
At first, this sound, this original sound, this Vega sound, came about after a broken jawbone incident. So prior to that, I used to be like a real, vocalist, like a Sanchez type of vocalist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you listen to songs prior to Nike and Heads Eye, people were people believe that some of the songs I sang back in those days were was Sanchez singing those songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One particular one is Every Time that I did for Stone Love and the Love Bump Rhythm.
Right.
They actually labeled it Sanchez on YouTube. Yeah. So because Sanchez was one of the idols, musical
Yes.
idols.
Yes.
He's I think he's one of the greatest Jamaican singer ever. His voice is just it cuts through so clean and melodious. Like
Yes.
it's one of the greatest voices, from our shore. Yeah?
Yeah.
From our
Yeah.
shore.
Yeah. I would agree.
So Sanchez and over the years, so that used to be my sound. So I discovered that I have some talent. When I used to run away from home, and I would hang out around the sound system because my brothers were really abusive, and one of my sisters. So I was hanging out around the sound system, yeah, and that was where I listened to, the music, and I fell in love with the sound of the greats, the early Barrington Levy with that sweet voice, and so over the years, I just grew into learning more about the music and getting more, inclined to become an artist.
Yeah.
So when I started going to Oberlin now, you had Pinchers and Sanchez, and I could sound like both of them. At one point, they used to call me Singches in school,
Yeah.
and I could actually sound like Pinchers. So during the breaks, because I grew up very poor,
Yeah.
no shoes, and I went to school bare feet. I had no shoes and stuff like that.
Yo,
Yeah.
that real
That
talk,
real
man.
talk, man.
I did
That is
exaggeration.
exaggeration.
No,
Yeah,
man, I
if
If you
did.
just did.
Yeah, man, 100%. Because I grew up
Wow.
really,
Wow.
really, really, really poor. I grew up without electricity, television, all that stuff, bro.
Wow.
I went to the river to catch water and all that stuff. Really, really poor, like super poor. But I had a voice, so when breaks time at school, and my brethren, Romy and Clayton and others, they realized I could sing, so we would go to the auditorium. And then when I started singing, the girls would come around. So of course, I growing up poor, not having the shoes and them thing. Then now, people find you interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So of course, this was my way of getting some form of attention, especially from the girls, because now, you're in puberty and you are a girl, you are a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was when I started singing. I sounded like Sanchez. I sounded like Pinchers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
when I left Oberlin, because I had a dispute with a man up there, and he said he wanted to kill me. So I left Oberlin and I came back to Big Yard. Big Yard now is my uncle's yard.
Okay.
Okay.
The whole area, he owns the whole area. So when I came back to Big Yard, they have a sound named Small Axe.
Yeah, man.
And I
Yeah, man.
started
Yeah, man.
singing on the sound, the sound system. So that whole vibe now, I realized that I had some talent, and here I am now years after.
All right.
All right.
Alex?
Alex?
All right. Nice. So we talked about the small acts song system, and
Right.
from that point on, what happened after that?
Well, when I left Small Axe sound system, I went to work. I started working at a gas station.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went to work for a few years. Then I ventured back into music, where I started hanging out at studios and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I hung out around quite a few studios, but those days, to get into the studio is a whole different story. You have to get past the gate man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Or
heard about these
if a
stories.
yeah, man, if a producer come out and want to record you, would have to discover you outside. So we would just be there auditioning for people,
Yeah.
yeah, and hoping that one day they would open the gate and let us in, so we could, you know, get on a rhythm or something. So
Yeah.
I did that for a few years. And then I later met Pickout, a Bridget named Pickout that had me you know, I used to, you know, record with him at Dynamic Sounds.
Yeah.
He left
Yeah.
and went overseas. I went back to work again. Yeah. And then I left the whole business I was doing, a food business,
Yeah.
and went to Big Ship Studio.
Real quickly, pick out was he with Ninja Man and all these guys
Yeah,
in the
man.
early years? Yeah,
Singer
yeah,
Stewart and so forth. Yeah, Pliers.
okay. Nice.
Right. So I went, after I left, I stopped doing the catering business. I went to Big Ship Studio, Freddie McGregor.
Yeah, man.
And Jermaine Ford gave me an opportunity to sing on a beat with Don Youth, a Jamaican, you know, DJ, was very hot.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
he had a song with Wayne Wonder, excess amount of loving,
Yeah, big tune.
excess amount of care.
Yeah.
So he started taking me around to the studios, and we did
Okay.
2 songs together. So he was the one who introduced me to Jeremy Hardin. Jeremy Hardin is the one who produced Playground.
Yeah, man. Big rhythm, man.
Yeah. So that was where the break really came, you know, through that one
1998.
vibe. Yeah, man.
1998.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Playground rhythm.
Nike was 97, but I didn't get the big break until Heads High in 1998.
Okay. So let's go back to 97 then. So that was Nike Air. Yeah?
Right.
How the whole concept, I heard of stories. I'm gonna let you talk about it. How the whole concept came about.
I've said it so many times I kind of gloss, you know, over it quickly. Right. Jeremy Hardin, after Daniel introduced me to Jeremy Hardin, he had this beat. I went there one day and he had this beat, Playground Rhythm.
Yeah.
And the beat was wicked, and you know, he promised that he was gonna voice me on the rhythm. So I was like, yeah, man. So right as I got the rhythm, yeah, me and Mad Cobra used to part, because I get to link up Mad Cobra, and he started, you know, he realized I was very talented.
Yeah.
So after I got the rhythm, a family member, a distant family member, you know, used a piece of pipe and break my jawbone. So while my mouth was wired shut, I couldn't eat anything. I had to be drinking just through straws.
Yeah, man.
So during that time, I was playing the beat because Jeremy gave me the beat, and I kept playing the beat. And I knew about a story of a girl getting slammed for a Nike Air.
Yeah.
And that was the whole reality around the music. So I removed the wires. I asked the doctor to remove the wires before it was even time for it to be taken out. And he removed the wires, and I went straight to the studio the morning. So that was how, you know, I couldn't sing as how I was singing before.
Right.
Yeah. Like before I was like, every time I close my eyes, I thank the Lord. But you'd have to open up your mouth to sing those notes.
Right, true.
Yeah. So I basically did Nike through my teeth. I was like, let me see you in the air. If I get a song, it for and I care. So even when I'm in air, it's like my mouth had to open a little bit so that the pain is that, you know, crazy. But it worked. Wow. It came out and it worked, and that's the whole Vega sound.
Yeah, big tune, man. Yeah, like you say,
so a new sound, you know, came about because of that.
Yeah. Wow. Song painful, man. Song very painful.
Well, sometimes, you know, there's a song that said no pain, no gain, you know? Yeah.
True. All right. Wow. Big tune. All right, so Playground Rhythm. You know, big rhythm, of course. I'm gonna ask you, how you and Sean Paul met?
We're good, man. We're good. You know, in early days we had a little bad vibe, but just later found out that it's the industry and his record labels, you know, just making their money. Just what it is. It's the industry.
Okay. Outside of the Playground Rhythm, actually this morning, I actually played a mix, a Mr. Vegas mix. And first time I already did this doing interviews with artists. I would listen to the music here and there, but I never actually did a mix. And I was moved to do a mix because I know back in the 90s you had some hits. And brother, man, I kind of forgot some of the bangers you have, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
You
yeah,
see,
yeah, yeah.
it's like all the top rhythms back in the 90s. You was a part of that. Every big hit you could think about in the 90s, you had a song on that rhythm. How that came to be? You were just going from studio to studio?
Back in the days when Shabba said it best, he said DJ yes cock up in the ear, boom rhythm.
Mm.
Meaning whenever there's a hot rhythm, you know, our ears start going off. Like I have to get on this rhythm.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So a sense of, you know, wanting to do music. Because back in the days, you know, even if we had the number one song, we wanted to be on every hot rhythm still. Still, we were not satisfied. There was no satisfaction in having a number one song.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
so that's the reason why you find that so many artists from that era have so many hit songs. So we would go from studio to studio. Like, for example, when I had Nike here, and this was early in my career, when I heard about the filthy rhythm that I did Head's Eye on, I literally bleached at the studio. I was there every morning as they opened the door. I was there.
Yeah, ready.
And even after I became a big artist, I was still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
To the point where, because producers used to be the kings.
Yes.
Yeah. So the producers ruled. We were basically subjected to their mercy.
Yes.
If they decide, if there's a hot rhythm and we don't get on the hot rhythm, you may not be a talking point or a booked artist on many of the shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if 3-4 rhythms or 2 rhythms come out, especially in the December time, rhythms used to come out after Christmas, after the December, before December, summertime. So you had like 3 times out of the year when the major producers them drop rhythm. One or, you know, sometimes Dave Kelly dropped rhythm twice per year. Danny Brown 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
Tony Kelly likewise. So if these great producers drop a product and you're not on the product, then you're in trouble musically. Right, you fall off. And those songs are those rhythms, they're not just hitting Jamaica, they're gonna go in Trinidad, they're gonna go to Barbados, they're gonna go to Guyana, they're gonna go to New York, all over the world, England. So if you're not on these beats, your last here hit. It's now that everything has settled and people now appreciate the work that we have done.
Yeah, man.
But those days, it didn't matter if I had 5 number ones prior to this new rhythm. If I was not on this new rhythm, I wash up. So, case in point, Duale rhythm.
Big rhythm.
I was the 3rd person to voice on the rhythm.
Yeah.
But because of the beef in the industry and people trying to blackball you or blacklist you, and producers or radio DJs who had it out for you, someone went to the studio, a very prominent radio disc jockey and some artists were at the studio, and they told the producer to take off my song off the Duale rhythm. It didn't see the light of day. Now every time I heard that rhythm playing on the radio is crazy. I go crazy.
So what happened to that? So what happened to that song that you did on the rhythm?
Dead. Never heard it again.
But and you don't.
The last time I heard that song was when it was played back in the studio after I finished recording. That's it.
Wow.
But I was still trying to. I called the producers like I was like a groupie, like calling the producers, hanging out at his gate.
Yeah.
All manner of things, just trying to get on the rhythm. Because we knew whenever we went to the studio and a producer played something for us.
Yes.
We knew exactly it's gonna be a big rhythm.
Yeah.
You see? So over the years, even though I got on so many rhythms, but some rhythms I did not get on.
Yeah.
And some producers like Dave Kelly wouldn't record Mr. Vegas. Yeah, because he likes exclusive artists where he controls those artists. Right. And I was more of a freelancer.
Yeah. You didn't like the whole group thing. Yeah.
No, he didn't like artists that record, for everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotcha. You know what? You mentioned something there, and I want to piggyback on that. I want to talk about the Diwali Rhythm, the song you had on there, and also understand that you're about to. I don't know if you did it already. You're going to remake the Head's Eye album. And I want you to kind of elaborate on mastering and the whole process. And the reason I'm asking that question, I'm thinking in my head, is there a way you can take that song from the Diwali Rhythm back then and remaster it and make it your own now?
I'm not permitted to use the beat. It wasn't released.
Ah.
Right. If it was released, I could do a cover.
Okay.
Yeah. So I could just make over the beat and redo the song on it, but it was not released. So there's no way I can get a because when you do that, you have to get a mechanical license. Yeah. So even with my own music, my own album,
Yes.
that I'm redoing, the Heads Eye and all that, I'm gonna have to get a mechanical license. I'm gonna have to pay a mechanical license for Mr. Vegas work.
Okay.
To make it Mr. Vegas work.
Make it your own.
Right.
That's interesting, man. Very interesting. All right. So you got a Moby Award, Best Reggae Artist. You know, now it seems like the Moby is a big thing. Maybe because Vybz Kartel won, but back then, did you realize how a big deal it was when you won your Moby?
The Mobo Awards. This is the Mobo Awards.
Yeah, Mobo. Sorry, Mobo.
Music of Black Origin. It was bigger then.
Yeah.
It's not based on. I don't think it's based anymore on music. I think it's more a profile now.
Popularity, everything.
Popularity, yeah. It's who, like, yeah. But when I did it, was based on music. I had the Heads Eye in the British charts.
Yeah, yeah.
So back in those days when I was doing Top of the Pops and people were getting Mobo Awards, it's just like the Grammy now. The Grammy feels like, you know, it has done its time. It's like I don't even see the relevance of it anymore. We still hope to win it, but because we're artists, and it's like, yeah. But it's like, I think after you win it, it may just feel like someone just gave you an award, because most of the selectees or the nominees, you know, the work is questionable and the selections are questionable.
Yeah, yeah.
Like last year, Bugle had such a great album, A Virgin Bugle.
Yeah, man, great album, man.
And I was shocked that he was not nominated. I think he had one of the best albums last year.
Yeah, I think every year is usually the same thing. You know, an artist that has really good music or really good, like you say, album.
And, right. But this year when I submitted my record, and I found out what's the problem. I realized what's the problem. And I think it's not just dancehall. Because when someone like Weeknd, you know, had a great record and he didn't get nominated as well. And Drake, I'm not even sure if Drake won Rapper of the Year as yet. So, it's a whole lot of things. It's if you're signed to a major as a dancehall artist, then you're automatically gonna get in. Yeah, it doesn't matter if your record is good or no. If you're willing to spend a lot of money to take out ads in the Billboard magazine and
the whole system,
pay a lot of money to get your album before people, the people that are voting.
Right,
you have to do a lot. You have to spend a lot of money. Like I was being, you know, I was reserved in spending money on my album because it came out a little late too.
Yeah, yeah.
But the amount of money I had to spend just to try and get it before people.
Yeah.
So people could know that. So people are not trying to find out about these records. People are not seeing 73 albums and say, let me listen to the records. If you're not current, if you're no current or Marley name, you know, so forth, so on, you are not going to get nominated.
Crazy.
You're not going to get through.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with music. The Grammy, and you can put me on record for saying this.
Yes.
The Grammy has nothing the reggae category in the Grammy
Mm.
has nothing to do with music. It's
Mm.
not about music. It's about profile.
Yeah.
That's it. It has nothing to do with music.
Mm.
But we still, because we're competitive and we want our music to get out there and we
Yeah.
want to have
Yeah.
this, this type of accolades and
Mm.
appellation for our music.
Yeah.
But the ship has sailed. Or
Mm.
maybe there wasn't even a ship. Maybe it was an illusion to think that if you, win the
Yeah.
Grammy, or you're gonna win the Grammy, or you may
Yeah.
win the Grammy. It's an illusion, and it costs a lot of money.
Channel.
It costs artists if you're trying to win a Grammy, a
Yeah.
reggae Grammy, it's gonna cost you almost $100,000 if you really go
Mm.
in with a budget. You have to pay
Yeah.
a publicist. The publicists are not cheap.
Right.
They're very
Right.
expensive. You can get a publicist from anywhere. You're not gonna get a good publicist less than $8,000 a month.
Damn. Yo.
So
You
you're
serious?
talking to publicists who are charging 30,000-40,000 a month.
Yeah. And we
And some
talking
artists
stuff
can
here.
do that because they have a label that is going to spend that money, because the label believes that if they win, they will get, because some of these artists, they have 360 deals.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the more shows they get, the label is not just now banking on getting back their money
Right.
off record sales.
Right.
The labels who are signing these artists nowadays, they have 360 deals.
Mm.
So it doesn't matter if you sell one record.
Right.
Your money is gonna be taken out of shows. They're gonna be eating off your shows. So the
That's
more
good.
shows, the more profile they can get you out there in the world.
More
You're
money to
getting, you're nominated. You won a Grammy.
Yeah.
They're gonna use that to sell you.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely a system, man. Definitely a system.
Right.
Crazy.
Now, when I looked at the Grammys this year,
Yeah.
I saw Kez. And I was happy. I was celebrating. I actually posted on my Instagram and my Facebook. I was like, big up all the people but I'm so happy for Kez as a soca artist, because
Yeah.
I didn't know the name of I thought it was Kez. And
Yeah.
and somebody said, no, it's not Kez.
Yeah.
And I had to delete it quickly
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I didn't know the name of the person that
Mm.
was nominated, and no disrespect to the artist, but
Yeah, man.
I honestly thought it was Kez. And I was like,
Yeah.
finally, a soca artist
Yeah.
is in the run-ins. And I was happy about that, but then it was the
Yeah.
Kez, and I was like, oh, shit.
Well, you know what? You mentioned Kess, and I'm going to share this story. Of course, you part of the story. And I really want people to know this, because back in, I think it was 2021, you did a show here in the DMV, Culture Fest. After the show, we did a brief interview. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because you said something in that interview that really, you said something and you did something at that show where I gain a lot of respect for you. What happened was, on that show, Kess, your performance was before Kess, and you actually cut your performance short. Great performance, by the way. So
Thank you.
after the show, we spoke, and you said, yeah, man, Kess, you love soca, and it's only right that I cut my set short so Kester Bank could have their full show. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I've been around for a while, and I've seen many a times where artists get behind the stage, call no names, got a big argument, refuse to do this, that, the other. And a lot of times when you have two different genres on an event, sometimes that causes a little, feel like this one is better than that one type of thing. And when you said that, I saw the admiration and the love for the culture. Now, you're the artist that has soca in your catalog, soca sets or whatnot. You said that, you said a whole lot at that time, and I just wanted to share that story because a lot of people
Right.
don't hear these things and don't know these things behind the scene.
Right. Right.
So I think it's very important.
Kez is one of the great ones,
Mm.
one of the kind ones.
Mm.
Trust me. He's such a great human being. He's one of the greatest human beings, from the West Indies. He's a very kind brother. Trust me. And at that show, I as a fan too, I wanted to see his show as well.
Yeah.
So it was good, and I knew the audience was there to see him as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
I know I was actually not the headliner.
Yeah.
So as an artist, I think I'm gifted with reading the room. You see, many people, they cannot read the room.
Yeah.
Even though I have so many songs,
Yeah.
I have to still read the room. I knew these girls were there to see Kez.
Yeah.
They
Wow.
like Vegas. They like Heads I and broke it down, but I have to get them warmed up for Kez.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be there romancing them all night and let them get bored with me. Because I knew that they want Kez.
Right.
Yeah. So the girls, I didn't want to hold them out too long. And of course, like I said, Kez is one of the great ones. So I wanted him to do his full show. I can always come back another time. And so many people have seen me over the years. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I really respect you for that, man. Trust me.
Yeah, man. Kez is magic.
Yeah, man. Stage performance. I mean, king of the stage. Where did you learn? Yes. Where did you learn? Or what? What was your science behind stage performance? Where did you get all these styles?
I'm not a good dancer, right?
Yeah, that's what
I wish I had a gift to dance, but I bring dancers.
Yeah.
Because what I can't do. Right. And I know the people, they love dancing.
Yeah.
They love to see dancers. Right. So I have two left foot, so I bring my right foot there with me. See? And I'm performing girl songs like Broke It Down and Hot Work. And I want the girls them to see girls doing it on the stage and then feel the vibe as well.
Makes sense.
So
that's what I say.
And of course, I try to stay fit. Because anytime I cannot move on the stage, that's a time for me to retire.
Yeah, man.
So if I cannot move, that means, it's time for me to chill, because this is my job. It's like I'm a basketball player, a football player. I'm there to entertain you. So if I can't move or I can't sing my songs them anymore, you're not going to see me on a stage.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to leave that lasting impression on stage. And kudos to anybody else who is able to still perform even when they're sick. But for me, I want to leave this with you. I want when you watch my shows, you're supposed to see growth.
Yeah.
When Mr. Vegas just came on the scene to where he's at now, I don't want you to see me, like when I was just learning the thing.
Yeah.
I want a lasting memory to be like Michael Jackson. What was you can't find the last shows Michael Jackson did. People were crying their eyes out.
Yeah.
Whenever you see me going on a stage or watch me in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or when I'm dead and gone, I don't want it to have an impression like, I was on stage and I couldn't even sing my song or I couldn't even move. That's why I work very hard now so I can have resources to take care of myself in my twilight era.
Yeah, man.
So that is what we leave on the stage. The people come to have a good time. I learned from Beanie Man, Barrington Levy with the projection of his voice.
Yeah.
I learned from Michael Jackson them and the greats them. I learned from so many artists who effortlessly just go on stage and just belt, like Barrington Levy was one of the greatest, stage singers.
Yeah, man.
He's just always on key and he goes out there and he just belts out his songs. And then you have Beanie Man, who is charisma and is dance. So I take a lot of the energy, a lot of the vibe from these artists and I implement them into my shows like a Capitan.
Yeah, man.
Is non-stop moving. And he's older than me, so
yeah.
if Capitan is doing that at this age, I have no excuse, bro. So when I incorporate all these energies into a Mr. Vega show, then you're gonna have a good show.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely saw you at the Barclays Center when you run on the stage and you was it a white or a cream suit? I couldn't tell specifically. White with the flag and the energy.
That's one of my greatest performances ever. And if I were to retire, I would retire that night and left it all day. Like, yo, this is it.
Yeah.
And Reggae Jam when was Reggae Jam? I think it was last year. I did Reggae Jam or year before last. And I went up into a tree.
Yeah,
I went in Germany. I went up into a tree and I named the tree of Life.
Yeah, I saw
and they want me back to do Reggae Jam again. And I'm scared to go because I don't believe I can top that. I don't want to do the Barclays again.
Yeah. Well, you know they want you to climb the tree again.
It's already named. Like no one can top that.
Yeah.
Not even me. So it's
let me ask you about Reggae Jam. That wasn't your first time there. Reggae Jam is in Germany. So this tree is what, center stage, left or right? Or where is it placed exactly?
It's almost in front of the stage.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've been eyeing that tree for years. I was like, one day I'm gonna go up there.
Yeah.
Because I've been performing at Reggae Jam for a very long time.
Yeah, man.
But this night was a special night.
Yeah, man. Wow. That's impressive, man. All right. Jump on the soca. You did collab with Marshall, Destra. You also have some soca, some soca contributions as well. What about soca that you love so much?
I grew up on it. It was soca that we learned to whine on the girls. It was a must. It was a must growing up because I grew up in a rural side. So soca was implemented in in whatever the parties, everything was soca involved.
Wow.
So we used to have, Tiny, Whiny and them songs. We grew up on those songs, learning to dance on girls and Byron Lee and the Dragoneers and all that vibe,
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Nice. All right. In 2008, you said you were retiring from or taking a break, rather. I'll let you decide. Was it retiring or taking a break because you had some medical issues? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What
I was very sick. The doctor said I had heart problems, but it was acid reflux.
Okay.
And the acid reflux, it felt like heart attack. It felt like crazy, excruciating chest pain. So I couldn't do it anymore. I was just performing in pain. So one night after I came off stage, I was like, I just threw away my CDs, my show CDs, and I was like, I'm done.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And right after that, I Am Blessed came out when I was in the process of giving up music. I Am Blessed came out.
Big tune.
I called my bank manager. I said, how much money I have? Can I live off this with my children? I only had 3 children then.
Yeah.
So I calculated my life and I was like, can I live off this?
Yeah. Like,
I was done. I was done, bro. But then I Am Blessed came out right then and there. Because I recorded I Am Blessed prior. And that was the time the man released the song, right when I was retiring.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man.
So when you came out with I Am Blessed, what was the concept behind that song?
Just when I wrote it, it was basically because it's a whole Christian chorus,
Yeah.
So when I wrote the concept around it, this praise God straight, make money straight. There's the amount of obstacles I've been through, and at the time I was sick.
Yeah, man.
But I still give thanks,
Yeah, man. Wow. All right, I Am Blessed, big tune, man, anthem for sure, worldwide. Then you came out with Managalis, Going Close. Managalis. I mean, that rhythm alone, from once it came on, boom, straight. How that came about?
There was a dance for it, the Galley Swing, and I did Take With Yourself already, and Take With Yourself worked, and I started doing more dancing tune now. So I did Hot Walk with that girls dancing tune.
Yeah, man, Hot Walk. Mm.
Yeah, and then I Am Blessed came now, and Gallus,
Yeah.
Take Away Yourself on them tune. So Gallus was a dancing tune. It was like I'm singing about the dance, but the way I write music about dancing tunes,
Yes.
it's not just about move your hand and move your foot. It's a concept behind it.
Yeah.
Saying, yo, my girl's man.
Yeah. Mm. You have been credited to. I think I saw in the view you said you didn't really embrace it that way, but your style, what you call a Singjay. Yeah. Um. What's your take on that title? The people give you as a Singjay. I'll let you explain.
People try to place me
Mm.
in a category
Yeah.
because according to them, my style is not singing, and it's not DJ in there.
Yeah.
So the last time I did an interview and I spoke about that,
Mm.
and all manner of people started coming out the woodworks
Yeah.
saying they originated the style I am claiming, and I still have not claimed that. I don't want to be called a Singjay
Yes.
because I am a singer. I just can't DJ, but I am a singer.
So you're a singer that can DJ.
Yes.
Mm.
So
Famous.
my music, I just incorporate both into it. So before Mr. Vegas, yeah,
Yeah.
and they may want to grab this as well. But before Mr. Vegas, on these hardcore, you used to have the DJ and the singers them on one record. So you'd have Sanchez and Flower Gun.
Yes.
Got to tell you how you thrill me. Love my bad. It used to be like that.
True.
See, it used to be Thriller You and Johnny P.
Yeah.
It used to be Shaka Demos and Pliers,
Yeah.
So the singer, no, this girl, her name is Maxine, I'm busy like a bunch of rose. So that was the vibe.
Yeah.
If you get the gist of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I basically became my own DJ.
Mm.
So I would do the same thing that Thriller You or Pinchers or Sanchez did on the chorus. Na 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 no. Kill me di no. Yeah, me ball of them and nitty gritty them and Tennessee them been a sing like that and Barrington leave them been a do them style from early out.
Yeah.
You see? Baba and them been a do them style there. Hey youth man, nobody got don't tune it, don't go about already.
Yeah.
Skylarking, you went and
Yeah.
song that done debut already. So my style, no. I sing.
Yeah.
It's no different from Ronnie to it. It's the wickedest time when the rain a fall, and the girl then start to bawl. Sing.
Yeah,
But then when it got to the verse now, I didn't continue that style. I went hardcore, skin your teeth and make me see it. If you show from your butt, say you never do it.
Yeah, man.
So when I hit the stage now, I perform like a DJ, like Beanie Man them, mix.
Right. Energy.
Nah, so kid, if you wear no name brand, how I do them, them. That's Ika Mouse.
Yeah, man.
Which is before enough people who attack Ika Mouse been doing this before them.
True. So
when I did Ika Mouse style, I went to the verse them. Just to them see me go buy the new car. Every day they come about them. So me never need a DJ if you do that for me then.
True.
I was like a Devante and Tanto Metro.
Yeah, man. One man show.
Aye. So now, they must say, I'm not a real singer, I'm not a DJ. But I am a singer, I'm a real singer. Not as good as Sanchez them because I'm the king. I buries them. But I'm a vocalist.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Now, there's some big lovers, rock styles too, man. Big tune.
Like Thinking Out Loud, a big tune.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Nice. Let me get a little bit of Thinking Out Loud for my listeners who listen right now. Okay?
When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Darling, I will Yeah, man.
Big true, man. Big true. Big
Yes,
true.
I.
Mr. Vegas, man. All right, we're gonna. All right, I want to talk about Beyonce. So you did a song with Beyonce, "Standing in the Sun," and
Standing
apparently,
on the sun.
yeah, apparently it was leaked and it got scrapped from the original album it was supposed to be on. What happened to that song?
All right, so they sent me a song to remix with Beyonce.
Yeah.
You know, she wanted a Jamaican artist, and when they called my name, she accepted.
Mhm.
You know, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there was a few names, and she chose me.
Mm.
So I came to Jamaica and I did a remix and everything, and someone leaked it.
Mm.
Yeah, and it went to number one on a few stations in the East Coast. You know, number one in Hartford, number one, you know, all over the East Coast.
Yeah.
So when I went to the studio where the engineer that mixed the song, I went to the studio where he was. You know, my virgin Danny C took me there to the studio, and he played me a whole album of Beyonce, and that song was on the album
Okay.
that
Okay.
he played me.
Mm.
But after the song leaked, I don't know if it was she felt violated. I don't know, it was somebody from that production leaked it or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
But one night I just saw a total new project came out, and that the song wasn't on it, and none of the songs that I heard in the studio.
Wow.
So the word is that she scrapped everything and put a totally new project out.
So she scrapped the whole album and put a brand new
The
album.
one I heard in the studio, none of
Yeah.
those songs are on the album. So, because what I heard in the studio, this was supposed to be your album.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, you know, preparing myself to go on tour with Beyonce and be on Beyonce album and all that vibe.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I think the whole thing got scrapped.
Yeah.
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 Wow. Okay. So right now, man, there's a big deal with Massacre and Tommy Lee. You know, what's your take on the whole? You know, I mean, I don't know what the battle of the wars about, but you know, maybe you could enlighten.
That's the alpha males flexing their muscle. It's great for the industry.
Mm.
The industry is, you know, music space kind of boring now. So it's
Yeah.
great for the industry. I think it's two great individuals though. Like
Yeah.
Tommy Lee is a great youth,
Mm.
and Massacre is a great youth too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as long as them keep it musical, I have no problem with it, man. And I have no, I can't pick side. You know this. Even though I rate Massacre as a new one, I think he's the new face of dancehall, if you want to call it that.
Mm.
But that cannot compromise the respect we may have for Tommy Lee still.
Yeah. 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 All right. I'm gonna ask you. But I actually keep patting the same questions. I'm gonna ask you, what's your top 5 dancehall artists? What's your top 5? I wouldn't call it Rushmore, but I'll say the top 5. Rushmore is only 4. I'll go with 5.
Just DJs or singers as well.
That's gonna be tough, man. If we want to add,
I remember they
singers,
place the singers in the reggae category, so it's gonna be dangerous. Right.
All right, well, I'll let you decide.
So my top 5 artists, you know, from dancehall and reggae, everything.
Yeah.
Beanie Man, in no order though. Beanie Man, of course. Lieutenant Stitchy, of course. Sanchez, of course.
Okay.
Barrington Levy, 100%.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Barrington Levy is definitely there. And Terra Fabulous, you know, will be my top 5 as well.
Yo, Terra Fabulous, you know, his story is amazing, you know. I mean,
yes, sir.
He was a man at one time, you know. But yeah, that's interesting 5, man. That's interesting 5. All right, I saw you on Vlad, and you said Cartel cannot be considered the king of dancehall. And you had your personal criteria. So I'm going to give you a chance to kind of elaborate on why, or on your words, what is you believe the criteria should be for somebody to be considered a king in that genre?
I think the whole dancehall king argument came about, you know, based on artists who could really put it down on a stage.
Yeah.
You see? So I think that's a main component of the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I still you know, look at Capleton and people who are still today can really destroy a stage.
Yeah, man.
You see? That is one of my favorite thing about dancehall is the performance.
Yes.
So my opinion may warped a little bit, you know, or be skewed a little bit.
Yes.
But it's only my opinion.
Yeah.
You see? I believe Cartel is one of the greatest lyricists and greatest hit maker from in dancehall.
Yes.
Yeah. But it not, a song can be a hit, like Wasn't Me is a hit, but it's not dancehall.
Yeah. Yeah.
See? Right.
Fair enough. Fair
So,
enough.
yeah. So when I look at Cartel, I think it's just like the Singjay argument.
Yeah.
Back in the days, the same people you hear now saying they're Singjays, they would have scorned the title back then because they wanted to be placed in the categories with Barrington Levy, Tennessee, all the great singers. They wanted to be in that category.
Yeah.
They wanted to be in the same category with Half Pint.
Yeah.
So if they had been labeled Singjays back then, they would have been disgusted by it. It's the same way now. If I say there should be a different genre for the type of music that the guys are doing and what Cartel has been doing,
yeah,
they're gonna firebomb me. But come 30, 40 years from now, someone is gonna say, I was the king of trap, or I was the one who introduced that style.
Yes. Yes.
It's my style.
My style.
You see?
Yeah.
So I believe they missed the opportunity to label the sound.
Yeah.
That is now happening because it's not dancehall.
Okay. Fair enough. So right now another big debate in the especially in the soca space about AI in music. There's artists. Well, I would say artist. There's a individual. I would say I want to call them names in Trinidad. that came up with a whole soca song that was AI. And seemed to be got a lot of backlash about it. What's your take on that? AI in the Caribbean space, especially.
I love it.
Yeah.
Bad.
Okay.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Because here we go on now. The music that was already done, it makes you appreciate it more. Because there cannot be any duplicate of a Marshall Montana.
Sure.
There cannot be any duplicate of Bungie.
Yeah, facts.
So all those Bungie, Iowa George, all them songs, you better appreciate them.
Yeah.
Because there ain't no artists around anymore that can give you that. They have to go AI. So there's no one that can give you back those Heads Eye and those Nike and those Terra Fabulous and those Daddy Screws, them songs here.
Yeah.
So when you hear them now, appreciate them. Because you don't know if your favorite artist is using AI to write his lyrics and giving him melodies.
Yeah.
So now you understand how great the 90s and the 80s and the early 2000s and the era of music where people had to come up with their own melody and write their own songs. Put pen to paper and write lyrics.
Yeah.
You will learn how to appreciate that.
True.
Is it? So I love it.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice.
So when I hear Anita Baker now and I know it's not AI, I say, yeah, that's my type of music.
Yeah.
Go and enjoy your AI music. It has no soul.
Yeah, man. I heard an artist, I don't call him names, actually sent me an AI track, but he told me, he said, man, check out my new AI track, and it's still clean. Like you say, it's very
There's no soul. There's no soul.
Yeah, it's not like an ad.
Right. But if someone were to send me a song now, like someone actually sent me a song, was like, yo, check out a new tune here.
Yeah.
You know? And he wanted me to do the song, and I said, it sound like he used to send me a song a long time, and I said, the writing get wicked, man.
Yeah.
So then I listen, I asked him, I said, is this AI? And it sounded good, you know?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if an artist here that want to do it and you're gonna make some money, kudos to you. At least you feed the family, brother.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man. But I just appreciate everything
it.
before this era.
Yeah,
Just like I appreciate getting up and go turning off the TV we don't have to do anymore.
yeah.
Because it make people exercise just by walking over to the television.
Mm,
So I appreciate the little turn switch on the TV.
yeah,
You see, because I know the importance of that back in the days. I appreciate, walking to take the bus, can make you exercise. But
yeah,
I'm not gonna tell somebody to go walk up and down when the bus come right to your foot.
yeah, yeah. True, true.
Good luck to you and not being healthy.
Mr. Vegas, man, you've been very outspoken over the years. You're a person that really bite your tongue, as you would say. You've been in, I wouldn't call it controversy, but you've been into some stuff been funny. Individuals. I'll call some names and we can just make it in one package. You're bound to kill out some words. Buju, Peter Jennings, which was pretty interesting. Spice. I think the latest is Foota hype. Why is it just, you believe that your name? Oh, so put it this way: why do you feel so strongly that your opinion is need to be heard? That these individuals always have to respond to certain things.
I think one, we're in an era where people are free to have an opinion on whatever you put in the public domain. That's the first thing. So whatever I put in the public domain, I have to be prepared for people to critique it.
Yes.
The problem is people will put something in the public domain and they do not want it to be critiqued. That's the problem. So if I put music out or whatever, or if I say something and you want to critique it, that's your right.
Yeah.
You sign up your own Instagram account, your own Facebook, and it's your right
Yeah.
to do whatever. It's within their rights. Yeah? Or in their term. Outside of that though, I think like the first name you called, that was a deliberate ploy. There was a deliberate ploy to get Mr. Vegas out of the business. Yeah. And I was so strong against the obstacles that they could not get me out. So when we got to the digital, because back in the days without the digital era, I could not say anything about it. I just accepted, the onslaught.
Yes. Yes.
People try put all kind of stigma upon your name and all kind of things. So through it all, I had to stay silent because they would have canceled me then. They tried to cancel me then, but my music, more powerful than them.
Yeah.
So when I got the digital era now and I realized that, okay, your words are no more powerful than my words in this space. Now I can let my voice be heard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's in 5 persons, they will hear the truth. Yeah. And it has been like that with everyone that I speak about. Every single one of them that I speak about. Someone understands the truth.
Yes.
That is important. It may not be the majority or the larger percentage, but someone understands the truth.
Yeah.
And that is key. Like my virgin Foota hype. He just did a video that he's suffering from diabetes. He had to take an insulin a day or every day. He's living on insulin. It's literally a person is telling that if I do not take this insulin, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has to be medicated to live. And I realized instantly when he put that out, I realized that some people, they're just coping. It's a coping mechanism to take away from their problems or what they're going through. So they have to use the opportunity to come at you because it distracts them from their own situation. You see? And when I saw that, I realized that, me being outspoken and me clowning them, because most of the time I'm just clowning them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was spot on because there must have been an issue why you chose to get up every day and attack someone about whatever they're doing with their life.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just found it strange and then I got the answer. This person is suffering or as his own sufferings.
Yeah.
So this is his way to survive. This is his way to cope. Because any day you stop taking insulin, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
He may, if he has diabetes, he may be having a problem with getting an erection. Now a man living without getting an erection, that's a dead man. So he's gonna find ways to cope. You see? So when I heard that, I realized, oh wow, I'm spot on again.
Yeah.
You see, by pointing out, why do you think you have to be obsessed with everyone else?
Yeah.
Looking at the mirror and check what's going on with you. Now, a lot of people are not going to accept that. Why? Because they have the same issue. They have problems of their own.
Yeah.
Yes, I.
Mhm.
And it's
Facts.
human's nature. That's how
Yeah.
humans cope. You know,
Yeah.
when I'm not feeling good, I find ways to distract me from what I'm going through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever heals the pain. So it's just that. It's just a reality.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, fair enough. Okay, so let's talk about your brand new album, Ghetto Reggae. I had an opportunity to listen to the album. Love the album. I'm not saying that because you're here, but I'm going to tell you why. The album, when I listen to the album, it sounds like it's like a live reggae band playing. You know, it takes it back to that authentic sound.
Yeah, man.
Was there a live band playing in some of these tracks?
Some of the tracks that it's live music.
Okay, yeah, I could definitely
man.
tell.
Yeah, more than half of the album is. I think there may be one or two songs with drum machines.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Two of my personal favorites is Grateful, Fade Away, and of course Call Tyrone, which I laughed the first time I heard it, and as I mentioned in the beginning, the line with Raga, which is hilarious. So you also have an Afrobeat style in there too as well. But give me a little background on how this whole album came about.
I started working on it in COVID. So the song like Parasites was written around the whole human being locked away and everything else is surviving because human beings are so cruel, they destroy everything.
Yeah.
So when I went outside, because everyone is locked down, I see everything, the grass, everything, the ocean, everything was just breathing.
Clean.
I saw where, things were being better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without human beings. The streets were clean. Yeah. The pollution was less in the atmosphere. I didn't have one sinus infection through the whole time.
Wow.
And maybe that could have been attributed to wearing mask.
Yeah.
But when I went outside, even the pollen that was falling from the trees, they didn't bother my sinus, and I always think that it was pollen that was causing so much allergies, but the pollution is involved. So I started working on Parasite, and then over the, since then, just working on music coming along. I worked with Kirkle Dove, that worked a lot with Tyrus Riley, produced a lot of the songs and the reggae songs, and Eddie Robinson, was very instrumental in recording and mixing the tracks them, and
that's the artist also.
Yeah, man, not knocking on my heaven and Evans door.
Yeah, man.
And I wanted to create the King Jammy's early reggae music sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a sound I grew up on. I tried to replicate.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, definitely did a great job, man. Definitely great, excellent job. All right, so this part of the podcast is called 2,000 Questions About Me. Now, I'm not going to ask you 2,000 questions, but I'm going to ask you to pick a number from 1 to 2,000, and the number that you pick is going to be the question that's going to be asked out of this book. So give me a number from 1 to 2,000.
97.
97. I think anybody picked that before. All right, 97. What food best describes your personality? What food best describes your personality?
Even though I can't eat it no more because when I get old, you have to steal from too much flour. But give me some flour dumpling and some curry chicken, brother. Yes, I. Yeah, man. It make you smile when I beat up that man. It does. Yeah. The flavor of the curry and dumpling them on, especially when you have the, see, we grew up in some, when we get dumpling, especially when we used to cook out, was some big dumplings, so just the memories, just yeah, man, just the whole, memory of, reminiscing upon them big flour dumpling there. What? Yeah, man, that are the things. So it brings back memories, and it keeps me smiling. And I'm always a jovial person.
Yeah, man. It's funny that you mentioned that, man, because I had this conversation recently with someone, and it's like, growing up in the Caribbean, we call poor man food when you was, youths growing up. And now that we've grown and, a lot of us, kind of doing better for ourselves, we don't really have to eat that food, but we always go back
Miss
to
it.
that. Yeah, man.
I still go back to my rice and mackerel.
Yeah, man. Me too, man. Me too.
When beat up some cayenne pepper on that. Trust me, man. Yes, I.
Nice. All right, man. So before we wrap it up, I'm just going to open the floor. Any last statements you want to make? The floor is yours before we, call it a.
Just keep enjoying the music. Yeah, look out for the business ventures and because we're not limited to just one thing. We do a lot of business, and the social media pages are the real Mr. Vegas on TikTok.
Yes.
And on the other platforms is Mr. Vegas Music.
Nice. Mr. Vegas, man, give thanks for the time. I really appreciate it, man. And of course, thanks for all the contributions to the art and culture over the years. You're definitely a well-rounded entertainer off and on the stage, and your contributions as far as humanitarian efforts and so forth, we definitely appreciate it. Yeah.
Yes, I big up, brother.
Yes, I. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vegas.